Hi, Kickstarter backers. It's me, Jay. You get to see my face and listen to my voice instead of reading my words for once, which I hope is not a detraction from the overall experience of the Kickstarter that we've all done together so far. So thank you once again for backing us. We really, really appreciate that. And almost all of you should have your perks by now. The only people that I think shouldn't have their perks are either the ones that never told us what they wanted to begin with, or those of you who got the wide character prints, the wide format character prints, or the journals. I don't have my journal yet either. I'm actually getting one. It's been a while since I've done any vlogging, and that's going to change here pretty soon. I don't intend to do tons of vlogging, but there are a couple of fun things on the way. One that I should tell you before we talk about vlogging is going to be the audio version of Into the Nanton. That's being read by Dennis Kleinman. His voice is fantastic. His accent is amazing, and he's doing a really, really good job. All of the originals are done, all 195 entries of Into the Nanton, the record of my exile. I've proofed them all. I've listened to the entire thing, 11 hours worth. And after he's done making his corrections, we should be good to go. I'm really, really excited about that. The second thing, sorry, British friends. The second thing is that we're going to be doing vlog books. And what I mean by vlog books or video books, V-books, there's something going on in there, is that I'm going to be reading the audio versions of Dark Horse and the next book that's coming out, Shadows of the High Rage. And then I'm also going to video myself doing that. And so you get to see a little bit behind the scenes, but you also get to have me read you a book. So if you want to imagine I'm sitting in the chair in the corner and reading you to sleep, by all means. I have a friend who she can't get through like 5 pages of what I read without falling asleep. So maybe this will cut that down to 3. I don't know, but hopefully it helps you get some Z's. What to expect from Into the Nanton Season 2. Notice how I did that properly the first time. Into the Nanton Season 2 is coming up, Fall of the Arbor King. It's going to launch September 9th, 2015. That's this year. While I'm recording it, if you see this in a year, it won't be this year anymore. But currently, this year, September 9th, we're going to be launching it. It's going to be amazing. It's actually been a challenge to write. I might go into the writing process one of these days. Part of it's because I got out of the mode of it for Shadows of the High Rage, writing that and telling Bryn Salasir's story a little snippet, just a teensy-weensy bit. Part of it's just that it's really hard to get back into it with that, and also that the whole scene has changed. I mean, the landscape of the story is completely different, so it's just more complex, and it's proving to be a challenge, which is good because I'm growing and I'm learning. I just hope that it's still entertaining. Also more entertaining than the last one, because there are a couple there's some complaints. We can get into that, but I'm trying to learn as I go. I'm listening to you guys. If you have any comments or questions or concerns about Into the Nanton Season 2, please leave them in the comments below. Let me know. I'd love to address them, and hopefully I already have. But I'm not perfect, so I probably haven't. Finally, I'm just going to say right now, if any of you are going to WorldCon, Sasquan is what it's being called this year in Spokane, Washington, or if you're going to NerdCon, which is going to be happening in Minneapolis? I don't have anybody to ask. There's nobody back there. I can't ask anybody. I will actually be in the art show in Sasquan, which is kind of awesome and terrifying. And they also gave me an 8-foot table all to myself, so I will be hanging out in the author artist alleyway for at least one of those shifts. I hope you can come by and see me and maybe buy something, or just shake my hand, or just generally not ignore me and walk by, because I would love to just not be a loser. But that said, I'll be at those 2 conventions, and I'd love to meet you guys. And also, we have a print version of Into the Nanton coming out. A trial, if you will, and I would love for you guys to sign it. So if you're a Kickstarter backer, my tradition for my proofs on my books is that I ask people who are involved in the process to sign my book. So since I love having signed books and I don't need one signed by me, then I can ask you guys to sign it, because you were a part of making Into the Nanton a reality. Just like all the other people that have signed any of my other proofs were part of the beta reading process, or were at the release party, or were my editor, or my illustrator, or my mom. Actually, my mom's never signed one, but that's okay, because she's my mom. I love my mom. So all that to say, thanks for putting up with me and my inability to vlog very well. Secondly, thank you very much for the Kickstarter support is amazing. Third, if you're not a Kickstarter backer, it's okay. We're going to give you an opportunity to support us either through the store and selling you some delightful merchandise, or we're talking about opening up a Patreon so that I can recoup some of the cost of all this madness, especially like the audio version. Not as expensive as you might guess, but also might be more expensive than you would guess, which is part of the reason I'm going to do my own from now on, as best I can, but not Into the Nanton, because that ship has sailed and it's amazing and you're going to want to hear it. So Tune in later for video books, which will be coming out very shortly. Also, be ready for that audio version. If you're one of the people that keeps telling me you'll listen to it, you'll just never read it, you're about to have to listen to it. You're going to have to follow through on that. Your word is your bond, is how I'm looking at this, basically. And that's all I got. So I've got to go do my laundry right now because it happens to be the middle of the week and I am all out of gym clothes. And that's actually kind of important because I need to exercise, because exercise is good for you. Running is good for the heart. Cardiovascular exercise. And I've gone on long enough. Let's hope that I can actually sync this audio, because if I can't sync it, then I'm sunk.